if you're effectively working for yourself, joining a business or starting a business, you're going to have to pass a different test, where the focus is on the company itself, and that is, will the business be a substantial will the business make a substantial contribution to the economy of Hong Kong? That's what it's all about. So the focus is on the business, the enterprise. The special skills, knowledge and experience of the applicant is just a resource that the Immigration Department take into consideration. They look at really what the plans are for the business and how Hong Kong is going to be benefited as a result of the implementation of the business plan that the foreign national is actually promulgating as part of this application.
As part of this process, they would expect you to produce a business plan as a supporting document.
Okay. The short answer is, if you have a business plan, yes. If you don't have a business plan, you don't actually need to write a business plan, because the Immigration Department don't no more want to read a 60-page business plan than you want to possibly to write one. So what you can do, and what we do with our clients, is that we articulate the business plan story within the supporting representation. We lay it out that way. And we can cover that ground, and our templates, as you'll see, also allow you to cover that ground in such a way that after 4 or 5 pages of telling the story, you actually cover all the salient points of what would be included in a business plan anyway. What's important, however, are a good set of numbers. You need a good set of numbers. The Immigration Department can distill what they need to from a good set of numbers without having to...
You mean projected income?
Projected financials, 3 years, that's right. Okay.
Stephen?
Yes.
Do these investors actually need to participate in the normal operations of the business, or he can just a passive investor?
Well, he can oversee the business operations as a director of the company. So he can passively invest. He doesn't need to play an operational role, but he absolutely needs to be directing the affairs of the company. So we need to show that he's participating in board meetings, that he's given instructions, and obviously instruction needs to be given to the management team to do what they need to do. So in short, effectively, yes, you can be a passive investor, but you can't just pop some money and sit back and think it's all going to happen. No, definitely not. Yeah.
Sorry, just to go back to the business plan, I would expect in any case that I would sit down for my own benefit, I would do some kind of business.
Yeah.
Hopefully this makes sense, just to justify what I do anyway.
Yeah.
It gives me this week.
Absolutely. That's good discipline. Nothing wrong with that.
But however sketchy that is, it ought to still be put in.
Yes, that's right. I mean, if you've done it and it basically articulates your business intentions, whether it's sketchy, whether it's it's got 100 footnotes, whatever, the Immigration Department will consider it as a resource in the application and will be able to understand from what you've articulated what's going on. So if it's a piecemeal doc, or it's a 60-page plan, makes a difference. And what we do with our clients, we say, right, don't write a business plan. Use a good set of numbers. If you don't know how to do a good set of numbers, we'll give you a template. But beyond that, I need 1 page of bullet points. And I need to understand what's going on. At that point, with our experience in all of this, we can articulate a story.
And it's still be better to use you than your expertise.
Well, in a sense, I mean, that's a loaded question, I'm going to say. Yes, of course. But actually, to be quite serious about it, I think you'll find the quality of the resources that we've got on the internet effectively will allow you to possibly do away with everything that spending time does.
Just one more question.
Sure.
So, this investor, will the Immigration Department look at his experience in that particular field, or because sometimes, as I just asked, maybe he's just a passive investor, but he can also give instruction, but he don't have that particular skill or knowledge in that field. So will it be okay?
That's fine. I understand the undercurrents of the question, and the bottom line is that as long as the essential business plan calls for, as we'll see, the addressing of the 3 pillars of approval, then you'll discover that it doesn't matter what his background is, as long as there's some obvious connection between what he was doing before, business commercially, and what he's planning to do in Hong Kong. There has to be some obvious connection.
One question about that.
No, as long as there's some obvious connection. There has to be some obvious connection. So, for example, if you're Chinese and you have been involved in manufacturing auto parts for the last 15 years, and then you want to come to Hong Kong and you want to open a chain of restaurants, then the immigration department are going to say, well, okay, that's fine, opening restaurants is okay, but how does this connect to what you've been doing historically? So there tends to have to be some sort of connection between where you came from and what you're planning to do in Hong Kong.
You still need to figure out why you are doing this business.
Absolutely. You see, the immigration department needs to be satisfied, especially in the context of Chinese, they need to be satisfied that the proper motivation is for the establishment of a business. That the motivation isn't just to get immigration permissions. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So that's quite an important part of the whole.
Sometimes they want to do genuine business in Hong Kong, but it may not be what they are doing in the past.
And that's fine. And that's fine as long as we can bridge the story. As long as we can bridge the story. The underlying undercurrent to this.
So you have to tell a story.
Not to tell a story, you have to tell the story. Yeah. Tell the story and you articulate what the plans are. And as long as the approvability test, substantial contribution to the economy of Hong Kong, is passed, they'll get approved. That's it. That's right, yeah.